Good morning, guys. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. It is day 6, so it's March 24th. I just weighed myself, and I weighed in at 164.6, so down more weight. But, if you've been following this since day 1, you would now know that my overall weight loss has been 3.4 pounds this week, which is really aggressive, and it's really good progress. However, I just calculated my rolling average, and my average weight throughout the week so far is now sitting at 166 pounds. So that means that, we've got two different numbers that kind of tell two different things. The 3.4 pound weight loss is very, very fast, but the rolling average is telling me I'm right on point. So if I don't lose another ounce, then I'm actually right at where I need to be. So just kind of wanted to share with you, that number, and just kind of, see that, hey, the rolling average is an important thing, because technically I'm right at where I need to be as far as weight loss goes. Regardless, I'm kind of, using both of these numbers as a gauge to kind of really see, is my progress sufficient, and do I need to start making more changes? So, as of right now, things are looking good. I'm going to, like I said in the beginning of the series, reevaluate at the end of the week on Sunday's weigh-in and see, where I need to make my changes. So, right now I'm just kind of sipping on some coffee, getting myself, up and ready. I am very tired. I went to bed. Got back to my place around 1, had to get my things whatnot ready, and I ended up going to bed around 2 and getting up around 7:30. So I'm running on 5.5 hours of sleep, which I guess for a college student isn't atypical, but you do this for days and days and weeks on end, it does start to wear on you, especially since it's 5.5 hours of sleep, and I'm gonna go out and train and study, but it's starting to rain, and unfortunately I do kind of live far away from campus, so I'm going to have to allocate more time for travel today, just because I can't take my bike out. I don't want to get soaking wet, which means I have to walk. So because it is 8 o'clock and I do have class at 10 and I don't want to be late for class, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit shoulders to start, and then that should only take me about a half an hour, and then I gotta go, grab more coffee and then get my way to class. So to be in class all the time, I'm just gonna hit my shoulders. I'm gonna focus really hard on them, make sure I get a good workout with the shoulders, and then later today, probably after class, maybe even towards the evening, I'm gonna do legs. I am still working around a kind of this hip pain I am having. I do think it's muscular, so I'm being very cautious about how I'm training. I'm not going to be doing any squats or leg press. I'm just going to be really focusing in on hamstring curls and leg extensions to hit my quads and calf presses. So just going to focus on the 3 muscles, isolation style exercises, and then I'm going to just, focus in on that. As far as plans for today, I'm going to take a container of cottage cheese with me. I think instead of putting hot sauce in it, I'm just going to put some stevia in it, make it sweet. That's the cool thing about cottage cheese. You can, put whatever you want on it and it'll taste either way. So cottage cheese for meal 1, and then probably, after class, so I get out of class around 2, I'll probably come back to my place, eat another meal. After that, just studying, getting things done. I've got an appointment or 2, and then 6 o'clock, I'll have my meal 3. So meal 2, I'm thinking like 8 ounces of chicken and some carrots, and maybe a baked potato for lunch. And then dinner is going to be 12 ounces of chicken, no eggs, a baked potato, and some olive oil. Um, just to kind of mix things up, change my fat source. Kind of getting sick of the eggs, though. I may just have chicken and baked potato, and then I'll have the carrots for dinner. That way I have more volume. It's probably actually a smarter play, so I'm not hungry all night. But that's the plan as far as meals go. So as you guys see, I've been consistent all week. I'm eating the same shit, but that's the point, you know. If I had more options and I had more money for more extravagant things and the time to cook more extravagant things, I would definitely do that. But I am limited time and funding. But the fact of the matter is, I'm hitting my macros and I am staying consistent. Today, my protein intake is going to be a little higher, but that's okay. You know, nothing can be perfect. So carbs are going to be a little lower, protein's going to be a little higher. It's not the end of the world. But that's the plan. I need to finish this cup of coffee and I need to get to the gym. So I hope you guys enjoy your Friday as much as I do.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Chuck Henny. So I think today is March. I'm gonna check actually. I just woke up from a nap. I'm so tired. It's March 24th, so it's day 6. Sorry about the shaky camera, but I just wanted to talk about cheat meals. And why do I want to talk about cheat meals? Because I just cheated on my diet, and I feel terrible about it. But the thing is, these things happen, and you know, not everybody's perfect. But at the same time, cheat meals are also perfectly fine. Now, this may sound a little hypocritical, but I've been dieting, or at least restricting my diet in some way or form for a long time now, and I don't have cheat meals all too often. So for me to have a cheat meal day 6 into my mini cut, it's not ideal. No, there technically is never an ideal cheat meal, but you know, it's Friday, and the opportunity presented itself, so I enjoyed myself a little bit. Now, if you're just starting out, I would definitely, you know, hold off on having a cheat meal for a while, but try to utilize, you know, your cheat meals to an advantage. So, you know, fortunately, I just ate a bunch of food that's very heavy and high in calories, so I don't know how many calories I just ate, but it's definitely gonna blow my way in for tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna take advantage of the fact that now I have some surplus calories in my system, and I'm gonna do some extra training and, you know, try to utilize those calories. So, you know, that's the only way, you know, you can kind of look at a cheat meal, especially if it wasn't intentional. You know, these things happen. You know, you just kind of have to get over it and, you know, accept the fact that it happened and just keep moving forward and not, you know, let it become a habit. So that's all I really wanted to say. I hope you guys are having a great day. If you enjoyed this video, just, you know, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know my drill.
What's going on, guys? I know I said my last clip was probably going to be the last clip of the day, but just wanted to kind of I try to take advantage of, you know, what happens in the day-to-day and document, record this. This is kind of like the whole point of this process. And I try to take an opportunity to either teach a lesson, or if I've learned something, share it with the world. So my last clip, I had just woken up from a nap, and I was talking about cheating, right? So having a cheat meal. And that cheat meal came to bite me in my ass. So let's roll back the clock a little bit. It was around 6:30, 7 o'clock. I woke up from the nap. I woke up really groggy and really tired. I had eaten a lot of food. I was like, man, I gotta take a nap. You know, all week long has been really intense. You know, there is no chill at Bucknell academically. So when you're doing all this homework, all the grading and the working with my job, and then training as intensely as I do, it runs you down really quick. And I always use the weekends as an opportunity to just rest and recharge. That's why I don't lift weights on Saturday and Sunday. I just do my functional cardio. Now, when I woke up, what I ate was like just not agreeing with me. Really turning knots in my stomach. So I'm in my, I'm in my room doing work, and just, before I knew it, I got ill. So unfortunately, I just kind of, evacuated everything that I ate and then some. So not only did that cheat meal, exit my body, but I just lost all of the food I ate. Because what I ended up doing today is that for my first meal, I had cottage cheese. And then my second meal and my third meal, I actually had them within an hour of each other because it was kind of later in the day. And I just wanted to eat because I was starving. I figured I'll just have one humongous meal. It's one of the pros of intermittent fasting. And then I'm just going to get to work. And then, pizza and pretzels and things like that are coming in my face. I'm just like, I'm sitting there like already full, and I'm just like, gimme. So I had a little bit. I had like a slice of pizza and a couple pretzels. But one thing about me is that I have like the weakest stomach in the world, which is really shitty for me, unfortunately. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so kind of on point with my diet, because I do have these medical issues. But unfortunately, if my body's not used to those things, and I paid for it. And now I'm in a situation where I'm in more of a caloric deficit than I'm potentially in more of a caloric deficit than I anticipated. So I've actually done research, because this has happened to me before. And I think I got this from a bulimia. I think that's the condition. A book on bulimia when I was studying psychology. It was one of I had to do a research project on different disorders, and I ended up focusing on eating disorders. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to talk about anorexia. Let's talk about something else. And I learned about something called bulimia. I can't talk. Bulimia nervosa. Basically, it's when you binge eat and then you vomit, right? As kind of like a counter to doing that. And in one of the books, the author made a claim that when you do eat lots of food and then you vomit it, depending on the time window, you tend to consume about, your body will process 25% of your caloric intake. So if I ate 1,800 calories and I had maybe 1,000 calories, I don't know how many calories extra I had, extra, right? Then my total daily caloric intake would have been 2,800 calories, which is way, way, way over what it should be. But I just puked it all up. Well, not all of it, but most of it. So the last meal I had was about 1,000 calories, and then the additional maybe 1,000 calories. Let's just make the math easy. Now, if I only kept 25% of that down, that means that at most I absorbed maybe 500 calories of that. So that would be 500 calories of the really fast digesting foods, like the eggs I had for dinner, or the sauce and the cheese and the pizza and the fats and the oils. So unfortunately, at the best, maybe my body has consumed 1,000 to 1,500 calories today. And I'm not in the best shape to eat a meal right now. So that's really a shitty thing. So unfortunately, for somebody like me who wants to retain the muscle that I've worked so hard to build in the last 3 months, it's days like today that are really suboptimal. And if this ever happens to you, you just kind of, if you're somebody like me who does have a weak stomach, you need to kind of be very conscious about, what you're eating and the potential consequences you could be having. So I didn't anticipate that today was going to be a cheat day. I didn't plan for it. It just kind of happened. And I said, why not? It's been quite a while. I'm doing really well in this cut. So I figured, couple calories here and there is not going to hurt me. But probably even more devastating than excess calories is under calories, because you don't want to starve yourself. Starvation tactics for losing weight just isn't healthy. Unfortunately, that's what's happening to me today. So just like cheating on a diet, right? The same advice for when you can't, or getting sick on a diet kind of applies. You got to take care of yourself first. You got to get yourself straight. And then you got to, start off the next day and just, get back to it and get yourself back on track. So tomorrow I'm going to wake up. I'm going to eat my normal foods. And I'm just going to, take it easy on my digestive system. Probably eat things very bland. Probably cut out hot sauce. Make sure that everything is running right. And I'm going to say no to any other potential cuisines that may come my way. And unfortunately, this is, something that I've been dealing with for a long time now. But I know I'm not alone with this. So I figured I'd take this moment to share my experiences with you guys. I know this is, probably a bizarre way to end this day. But you know what? These things do happen. So just to kind of recap for today, cottage cheese was breakfast. Lunch was 8 ounces of chicken, carrots, potato. Dinner was 12 ounces of chicken, 3 eggs, 4 egg whites, baked potato. Big dinner. I had those last 2 meals together. You probably think to yourself, how the hell did you eat 20 ounces of chicken, 20 ounces of baked potato, carrots, and an omelet? And then you had more food after that. Well, I have the appetite of of the Rock. I could just eat. And that's one of the reasons why I was so fucking fat. So, and I drink a gallon of water with all my meals. I don't think I've ever told anybody that. I legitimately pound a gallon of water. And that's not just because, I'm thirsty. It's just because I love drinking a lot of water. I like to get the fluids in me. And, God, it's, that's a lot of, space to fill in your stomach. So, but yeah, I had that, and then I had some extra calories, and then, boom, hit me like a fucking truck. So now I'm kind of, a little wishy-washy. My energy's actually better. Bizarre enough. I was so tired after class today, and the nap was really good. I just kind of gave myself a couple hours just to kind of, mentally take a break, sleep, eat, get sick, get better from getting sick, get some work done, get my mind off of it. And, now it's 10 o'clock at night, and everybody in my fraternity wants me to come out and party. So I'm going to go out, supervise a little, well, no, it's not my fraternity, excuse me. Friends. They just happen to be, most of them are in my fraternity. It's not a fraternity run event, unfortunately, tonight. So I'm going to go supervise because I don't drink personally. Again, with the whole stomach problems, I choose not to, makes me very ill. I think the last time I had a beer was in the beginning of the semester, and it went over much like tonight. So, unfortunately, it is what it is. I'm going to go say hi, make sure my friends are all taken care of. I've already spent, some of my night kind of driving around already, so this is something I do every weekend to begin with. But I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I'm trying to make the best of it. My plans for tomorrow, honestly, I'm going to probably wake up. I haven't decided what I want to eat. I don't know if I want to get some easy digesting proteins first thing in the morning, or some carbs in the morning. I'm kind of leaning towards making a really, really big egg white omelet with a couple whole eggs and some chicken in it, just to kind of change things up. I have some celery. I may actually dice up an entire stalk of celery and throw that in and just kind of have this big dish that's really low in calories, but going to be really nutritious. Plus, I probably should get rid of that celery. So I think that's going to be my breakfast. We'll see. But I'm not going to repeat the whole like, share, subscribe thing I said in the last part. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. And yeah, I'll see you on the flip side. Day 6, checking out.